one of the reasons why you're so valuable is because you can work 3 days in a row. Just how did it feel for you to come out here and work in a big spot, but for your third consecutive game?
It's no different than any other game I pitch in. I mean, it's just baseball. You got to have fun with it. I mean, it's really no big deal. It's just they needed me, and then I stepped up, and it was fun.
You take me through that at bat that closed out. I believe it was the 7th inning against Newman. He's their big hitter, and he had the go-ahead runs on base. Go through that at bat if you could for me.
I knew that as big as he was, there was a good chance that I was going to throw a slider, and I happened to land all 3 sliders, and it worked out perfectly. Just because he's got a fast bat, so you want to try to beat that. So mixing in off speed, it really helped.
Love said something about when what helps you also is when you work 3 days in a row. Some of the guys might lose a lot of velocity, but with you and you're depending on your slider off speed stuff, and it makes your ball move more. Do you agree with that?
I would agree with that, just because I mean it's just more touches, and baseball is all about feel, and if you have a lot of feel, then you're able to make bigger pitches.
Just overall today, 5 innings out of this bullpen, only 1 hit allowed. What can you say about not only today but this season, what the bullpen has done?
This bullpen is something really special, only because we have so many weapons, and we didn't use a lot of the weapons we actually have. There is so much more that there is to show, and I mean, even though the starters did not have a typical weekend, our staff is dynamite.
What did you kind of learn about your team so far this year? I mean, last weekend you pretty much handled Auburn on the road. This weekend you had to come back a little bit. It wasn't always as pretty as last weekend. With some really tough early season series, you guys have come out on top. And what have you learned in the early going about this team?
This team is a legit brotherhood. I mean, a lot of guys will say that their team is a brotherhood, but I will say that we have so many kids from so many different backgrounds, and this team has formed better than any team that I've ever been on, and it's just really awesome to see us just actually clicking all the time.
Did it take a while for that to come together? Because you're new here. A lot of guys are new here, first year on this team. Did it take a while for that chemistry to form?
No, because our locker room talk is top notch. We have some really good leaders on this team, and we made sure like first week, hey, like this is a brotherhood. You're in. Like this is what it is. It's just the way it's gonna be.
Jeffrey Higginson closes the door again. 2 dominant innings. What has it been like to watch him so far this season?
He's definitely someone I look up to, because in my previous junior college I was the closer there, so picking up things that he does, and he's got a really good mental game, and I mean he's just really dynamite. It's really hard to hit him.
Thank you, Billy.
Congrats, man.